Hey everybody, Chef Joe Sports Cards coming at you with another video. This time we're going to talk about going to card shows, especially getting ready for the National. A lot of things to talk about the National Essentials. First of all, bring a backpack. Something preferably that has different pockets. Pocket up here, pocket down below, bigger pocket over here. You have something for the inside. Basically what we're doing is you need to separate things. So if you're going to separate things, have your trade things separate from your stuff that you're picking up. This way you don't get it mixed up and you show like stacks of stuff to people, and the stuff that you pick up is in your stack. So just be mindful of that. You could bring like small tray boxes. Keep like sleeved, even if you like get cards that are in cases, take them out of the cases and just leave them sleeved in here, because it doesn't really close right when you have cards in top loaded inside one of those, unless you lay them down. You could bring snap boxes, just with a rubber band around it. If you pick up let's say if you're thumbing through dollar boxes and stuff, and you get 25 cards, you just stick them in here, so they're not all over your bag, and just put a rubber band around it to keep it closed. Just bring a few of them. Important, gum. There's nothing worse than being around somebody that has their breath smells like shit. So gum, have your gum, because at these shows there's a lot of people that stink. All right. Another thing, wear deodorant. Make sure you have deodorant on, some kind of fragrance on, so you smell good. Clean shirt. Don't look like a slob, because you're gonna see people that you're gonna make friends with. You need to make an impression with people. People on Instagram, get yourself some shirts made up that you could wear with your Instagram name on there. Have a hat, a shirt, whatever, so people know who you are. Don't be afraid to go up to people, talk to them, they talk to you. This way, you're gonna get connections in this hobby. So all you newcomers that are in the hobby, or you've never been to the National, or you've never even been to a card show, you're just starting out on Instagram, try to do that. Get a shirt made up. You get a shirt made up for like $12 to $15, and you get something lightweight. So you want to have lightweight, because shows get hot. Even the National running around, it's going to take hours going through the National. You can't go through the National, in a day. Maybe you get through it in 2 days. Don't spend a lot of time talking. So, bring some snacks, all right? Because you don't want to wait in line when you could be making deals with people. So, I just keep in my bag, I got packs of combos, peanut M&Ms, trail mix, snacks that you could just eat on the run. A peanut butter and jelly sandwich, that's another thing, because you don't need to keep that cold, right? Have one of these, see in the bag that I have, and the bag that most people have, you have the side pockets that you can put your drink in, right? So you can put a drink in either side, right? The less things that you have to carry, the better. Wear shorts and a t-shirt. You wear long pants, you're going to be hot. Just comfortable clothes. Dress dress cool. Because Like I said, you're gonna be walking on that show, you get tired, you're crowding a lot of people. Even small shows, same thing. Um, comfortable shoes. Comfortable shoes are very important because you're going to be walking at the National. You're going to be walking literally miles. You're going to be walking, depending on how many days you're going to be there. So, um, comfortable socks. That's another thing too. So, um, if you're used to wearing like a pair of expensive basketball sneakers, well, you know what? Get, even if you get like walking shoes, like a pair of you know, like running shoes or something like that, rather than a pair of basketball shoes, just because they're made a certain way. They're made for walking. They're made for running. Basketball shoes are a little bit different than that. So, um, you also bring cash. You'll get a better deal on stuff when you have cash because when you're paying with PayPal, a lot of people have to wait for money to transfer over. Some dealers are archaic and they don't have PayPal. But like we say, in this hobby, cash is king. All right. We all know what we're going through, with the economy right now. You're going to be picking up a lot of good deals in the National because people are getting scared. So they're going to want to dump some stuff. And the things to go after, just go after low numbered. You go after stuff that doesn't show up on eBay a lot. Go after hard to get and good condition vintage stuff. Every year, it goes up every year as Mantle stuff. Mickey Mantle goes up every year. So that's he's actually one of the safest guys in the hobby to get. Because even like Jordan stuff has gone down. Even Clemente stuff has gone down. Like they're the guys I collect, but they have gone down. But it seems like year in and year out, Mickey Mantle stuff always goes up. I know recently his 51 Bowman, that had some, higher sales. I mean, everything's really going down in the hobby, but now's the chance. We're not going to know like in the next 40 something days when the National is like what's going to be going on as far as all this inflation and crap going on. But you're at the National to first, number one, enjoy yourself, right? Because how often does it come around to a city near you? Because if you live on the East Coast, you might not want to travel to Ohio or travel to Chicago or wherever to the National. I don't like to travel far for shows because to me, it's really not worth it because you're paying airfare, you're paying a hotel, you're paying food. That's like all that stuff adds up and like how much you're really going to pick up to offset that cost. Luckily, Atlantic City, I mean, it's not the best location and it's not the safest location, but this it's only 40 minutes from me, so I could literally just jump on a train. It's a few bucks for a train. I got a free hotel at the Hard Rock as I'm only paying the taxes on it, and which is it's like 20 bucks for me to stay there like per night. So because I played there like one time and then recently, and then they're giving me money now, so comps and stuff like that. So that's pretty neat. So it's not costing me anything just to stay over. I'm going to be at the National for 2 days. I'm going Thursday and staying over Thursday night and going into Friday. Like 2 days is enough for me. I don't need to go 3 days, 4 days. I don't need to do the sneak peek and all that stuff, but 2 days is enough for me because I've done it before. I've been to the National. This is I went to the National when it used to when it was in Atlantic City like years ago, and I think it was like maybe 1988. I think it was, and then I went again in Cleveland. I was actually working for a dealer back in Kobe and Iverson when they were a rookie back in 96, 97, and then when else? Then it was in Atlantic City again. after that, and then that was 2016. It was in Atlantic City in 2003, I believe, and then now we're back in Atlantic City. So the only reason why I went to the far one when I was in Cleveland, because like I said, I was working for a dealer and he paid for everything when I was working at a shop. So hotel, food, everything. So it was all included, and that's I guess you use it as a tax write-off. So getting back to spend time, talking to people that you connect with on Instagram, but don't spend too much time, because you spend too much time, then it's going to take you away from deals, and you're going to be missing out on some stuff. So another thing too is if you see somebody that you may know or whatever, don't interrupt them when they're in the middle of a deal. I mean, that's a dick move, because they're trying to concentrate and get something done. Just wait till they're finished, and then go about it that way. Make a list before you go. Exactly what you want. You don't want to kind of go off the beaten path and get stuff that you really don't want. To me, I know what I want. I'm trying to go for a maybe a sign of the times on card Wayne Gretzky auto. That's probably my top card I'm going for, because I'm not going to get a 51 Bowman Mantle, because it's a little out of my price range now. I have my chances, unless I pull out some PC stuff and sell it and then work something that way. But who knows what's going to happen. But Gretzky, you get for $400 or $500 or whatever, and sell some stuff, and you get money that way. So, but just make a list exactly what you want, and you go through it that way. Bring a phone charger with you, one that doesn't need to be plugged in. This way, because you're going to be on your phone, you're going to be checking eBay, you're going to be texting people, you're going to be on Instagram, you're going to be doing whatever. So it's all day you're going to be on your phone. So hopefully you have a new phone that's going to last. Your battery's going to last for hours. And then you have your charger that doesn't have to be plugged in. So that's very important. Other than that, try to bring your own food. Try to bring your own drinks. Hook on the side of your bag. You don't need soda. It's only gonna make you thirsty, whatever. But hey, if you need energy drinks, that's fine. But the more stuff I bring, I have room in my bag. I'm gonna just eat on the go, because I just don't want to be waiting in lines for food, and that food's shit anyway. So I'd rather just prepare what I have, and stuff that doesn't need to be refrigerated, snacks that are wrapped, and then go do it that way. Plenty of water, hydrate yourself, and wear the right underwear. Because if you don't wear the right underwear, you're going to get chafing. So, wear the right underwear, like some kind of biker shorts or something like that. Because like I said, you're going to be walking, and before you're going to be bow-legged by the time you're done if you don't have the right underwear. So, very important tip right there for the men that are watching this. So that's all I have. That's just my tips on going to shows and going to the national. It's just, like I said, very important. Just make a list on exactly what you want. Set goals for yourself. You don't want to be spending unnecessary money on crap that you think is cool, but then you have regrets after it, and you're like, I shouldn't have got it when I could have got that. But also dig in those bargain boxes. You're gonna find all kinds of stuff that is gonna sell. Whether you set up at local shows, you go to local shows, you go to flea markets like I do. Just get stuff cheap that that you could flip. I mean, you could flip it. You get stuff out of the bargain box from one dealer and walk to the next table, and you might get 3 times what you paid on it, and you didn't do any work. So and dealers offer discounts on bulk too. And you can even ask them, when you are going through the boxes, just ask them, say, what kind of discount could you do if I get bulk? And I'm sure that they'll work with you because once again, they're at the National to sell. They have to pay for their table. They have to pay for all their shit that they got to do at the National. So they're there to move stuff, and the less that they have to take home, the happier they'll be. So think of all the boxes and stuff that they got to lug and bring, and whether they have to fly it in, drive it in, whatever. They're there to sell. They're there to move stuff. So I'm not saying to lowball people, but work with each other, create connections. Talk to people, get familiar with people so you could put a face to an Instagram account. This is very important because you never know down the road who you're going to run into, deal with, talk to, and who you could trust. Like, there's plenty of guys on Instagram that you can trust as well. So, and you're going to see, even from going to your shows, your bigger shows like the Philly show, the local shows, Chantilly, there's going to be guys that you're going to see like all the time. So don't try to be a dick and lowball them. Just work with each other, because then you're just going to get that reputation of saying, all this guy wants to do is make money, and he's a low baller, and then they won't want to make work deals with you. So that's all really that I have for the National and your local shows. So just have fun. It comes around once a year. Some people it comes around once every 5 years, and some people it might be the only time they ever go to a National. So you have people coming from all over the world that are going to be at the National. So whether it's from the basketball market in China is huge. So you're going to see a lot of Jordan autos. You're going to see a lot of LeBron autos. You're going to see a lot of stuff being snatched up. You're going to see a lot of cash that's going to be going from dealer to customer and customer to dealer. So there's probably going to be some record sales. And another thing too, with Panini and Topps, talk to them if you have a lot of outstanding redemptions. So if you have outstanding redemptions, you may be able to work something out with them. I only have one redemption out there. Everything else has been redeemed, so I'm good. I'm just waiting on one redemption from like 2.5 years ago, a Hollywood Brown freshman orientation auto rookie card. Yeah, that's $40-$50 or whatever, if that. But still, I'm still waiting on it. I still like to trade it out for it, even if I don't get a Hollywood Brown back, which I think he's gonna have a big year going to Arizona. But if you could trade out for it just to have a clean slate, you don't got to worry about what they still owe you, because who knows what's going to happen when Panini goes out, and they may. I know there's class action lawsuits going against them now with redemptions and stuff like that, but just get your little redemptions that you might be able to get. You might have 6 or 8 or 10 or 12 redemptions that you could get something decent for. I'm not saying if you have like $300 out there, they're not going to give you a Kobe auto or something like that. But you could just give them a list of players. I mean, there's a representative from Panini on Instagram that I have a connection with, and he actually helped my son redeem his Justin Jefferson auto that he was waiting for a year, and I had a Juan Soto auto, so he took care of those. But I'm just waiting on Hollywood Brown. He really didn't do anything on that, so I'll just at the National I'll speak to him. Hopefully he'll be there. So and then with grading too, with the grading prices dropping, that's another good thing too. Just let's not get our 87 Topps Charlie Huff cards graded anymore, or your Steve Buechele cards from 1990 Dunners, just because you want to pop one. Let's get shit that matters, because that's how you backed everybody up sending that crap out. So everybody wants low pop, but send good stuff out, because they raised the prices. There was a huge, backlog and everything, but I'm surprised that they actually lowered the prices with the way the economy and inflation and everything is going. Surprised they weren't dicks about it and kept everything high. So it's going to come down. It's going to come down even more. We're not going to see the $7 a card PSA stuff when you're doing group subs again, but bring your stuff that you really want to get graded and look it over really well. Look it over the jeweler's loop, and submit it when you're at the national. So PSA is number one for me, and then you got BGS and SGC. But don't waste your time going with the other companies. Your whatever their names that they make up, HGEs and ISCs and ABCs and all that crap. Because if you get a card and any of those grading companies, those I call them degrading companies, people just want to crack it out anyway. I don't care if it's a 9, a 9.5, or a 10. They're going to crack it out and resubmit. So anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Hope everybody has a great time at the National. Hope everybody gets some connections. Just be safe out there, and thanks for watching. I appreciate it. All right, have a good night.